The season last year against Pittsburgh.
Hey,
Almost got a couple
welcome
altercations.
to Real Hustle Live. Let me shut this off. Uh, Welcome back to
What up? What up?
week.
Yes.
Real Husbands in Largo live.
Back again.
Yeah!
Back
Let's
again.
do it! I was excited.
With your host,
Back again.
we back. Stace the speaker. Hey, man, get out the way, man.
Sorry. You done knocked out of focus.
My bad. Yo, we back for another week.
Hey,
What's up, people? With the special episode, Confessions, the final chapter. If you've been keeping up, you know that for the past 2 weeks, well, this is the third week, so for 2 weeks prior, we've been talking to people who've been in adulterous affairs. Well, if you watched last week, that was a special show.
Special indeed.
That was a special, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But this week as well, last week's guest was caught in an affair and was talking about it and seemed to sort of be proud of it. Yeah, but this week's guest actually tells her cautionary tale. This person actually was in an affair and left her husband to be with the man that she was having an affair with. And I'm telling you, she's got a story. So make sure that you stay tuned for this, because this one right here, this is going to top it off nice. This is going to be that week, man. Yes, yep, absolutely. This is that week. All right, so.
Subliminal.
Shout out to everyone in the studio for joining the live podcast right now.
Thank you so much.
Guys. Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, my man.
Hey, no, but for real, thank everybody who's showing us local love.
Thank you.
I've been places and I see people saying they watch our show. We went laser tagging, and we saw somebody who's kind of recognizing us. Like, I didn't know they were recognizing, but who told me that? Randy.
It was Randy.
The person there, they were kind of like, hey, it looked like that's the guy from Real Husbands of Largo. She was just kind of looking at my face, kind of staring. I could have had a booger, I don't know, but
Probably was a booger.
Probably was a booger. Probably was a booger. But I was getting recognized. So anybody giving local love, we appreciate that. Speaking of local love,
Yes.
right here in Largo. Well, not right here because we're not in Largo, but pretend we are. Right here in Largo at the famous Dave's. Make sure that you come out on June 17th for the Man Cave Brushes, Brews, and Barbecue Experience. Listen, this is going to be fun. It's going to be great. Bring out the classic man in your life. Your father, your husband, your friends. They're going to have a great time. The ladies do the paint and sip. But the bros do the brushes, brews, and barbecue.
Especially the barbecue.
Especially the barbecue, baby. Famous Dave's in Largo, June 17th. So this is the Saturday before Father's Day.
Right.
You can do something for your dad. You know what I like to do?
What'd you like to do?
I like to do something for my in-law on Saturday and then my dad on Sunday, or vice versa. Because, that's a lot riding around sometimes. I'm still in that phase. But if you just want to bring them both out, June 17th, Famous Dave's in Largo. You can find more information about the event on Eventbrite, and just look up the Man Cave Experience, Brushes, Brews, and Barbecue, which is brought to you by the Male Expo, Men's Apparel Lifestyle Expo. Check it out, and if you go early enough, I think there's still some of those discount tickets left, so go on Eventbrite and find that event. Now,
Go ahead.
let's talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Do what you do, man.
Look,
get
man,
into
when I got off, when I got home, I got some I got calls, man. People were like, some people were disappointed about last week's guest.
People getting faded.
People, yo. What's that from? What's that from?
You
You can't fade me, my nigga. Oh my God.
I had to
Yo.
get up and leave. I had to leave. I was
Yo.
done at that
Yeah,
point.
you did leave.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
you
had to
did
get up.
leave. That
I
was
couldn't take it no
crazy.
more.
That was crazy.
I don't know what to say behind that.
Dude, people actually would hit me up like, what happened? What was going on? I gotta tell you that I kind of was caught sideways, like a little bit off guard. But all that being said, y'all tuned in. Like people watch that show.
Yeah.
You know, but what I want to know is right now, I want to know, what did you think? And I pose that to everybody. Everybody watching the show, you guys in here. What did you think about last week's guest? I want to know what you thought. Did you think it was over the top? You think it was too much? And here's the way to tell me. You either put in your comment hashtag ratchet or hashtag respect. Did you think she was just totally off the wall and ratchet? Or did she say something that you could respect, that you actually agree with? Could you pull some sense from last week's interview? I want to hear that. And put it in the comment section. I'm gonna be watching to see your comments, but I want to pose that question to you first, Rhol.
Okay.
Ratchet or respect? What did you pull out of last week's interview?
That particular interview, that ratchet. I'm gonna go ratchet. For the most part, a little respect there. I mean, because she took it for what it was. You know, she didn't hide away. She didn't shy away from it. She didn't make excuses.
Yeah.
She owned up to it. But at the same time, she was kind of wild. She was off the hook, and
Well, Veronica Ransom said she was definitely ratchet.
She was definitely ratchet. That's what she put in the comments. That she definitely.
she was wild,
hashtag
man.
ratchet.
Hashtag
Yo,
ratchet. I wonder if she's watching tonight.
Wait a
I'll
minute.
call her.
Wait a minute. You just read her in the comments, and you wonder if she.
No, not Veronica, the lady.
Oh,
the lady.
Oh, the guest?
Yeah, the guest.
You know, can't fade me. That's
No,
what
no.
I think.
Oh, you wondering if the lady is
She's
watching?
watching.
tonight.
I wonder if her
Yeah.
fade
I
is
think
from
if
last
you
week.
are watching, put in a comment.
Please.
Put in a comment.
Then everybody gonna know her though.
Well, you're right. Well, let everybody know what you think. I don't know, somehow call a friend or somebody and say, that's my friend who sent it in, or who came on the show, and she said, just to begin. Or you can call the station.
That's right.
If you still have the number is right behind me. It's 301. Spence, give it to him.
301-429-9247. Again, that's 301-429-9247.
That brother
Get
smooth.
on the
That brother
hotline
smooth.
We need
and,
people to
and
share
let
too.
us know what you think. Also, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Share this. If you're watching now, share
If
it
you
with
watch
other
it right
people.
now, share.
People probably want to get in on this conversation, and they like this. We know because after the show, people are watching the replay, and we getting a lot of views. The first week we got to 1,000. Now, man, we 1,000 before we leave the studio. So
Excellent.
that's
Thank
what's
you.
up,
Still,
man.
But
thank
we
you.
still
thank
need
you.
you to
Yeah,
share.
so keep sharing, keep sharing. But I want to keep the question going
Okay.
to my man, the single guy in the room.
Right.
Being single, you're not married, but you still had like a really strong opinion about what this lady had to say.
Well, because it was reckless. It was very, very
Reckless.
reckless. And
Ooh,
from the
ooh.
standpoint of, you are jeopardizing someone's relationship. And, to haphazardly put yourself in that situation and jump aboard, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, the what was posed on the table, ratchet or respect, man, it was ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. I think it's ratchet.
Ratchet.
I really do.
I like that. I like that other one you said. Reckless.
That was dope term.
Hey, but you know what though? That's probably more accurate. If I would have thought before to make the hashtag reckless,
That's
because
reckless, man.
a lot of the comments I got were people were like, "Yo, what was she saying? Like, what was going on? What did she mean by that?" Like the last person he was remorseful, but she wasn't. She seemed proud of it, and
Just talking about a whole bunch
it
of
was
stuff.
it was a special night. But you tuned in, which was cool.
It was a special guest.
It was a
a special
indeed.
guest.
You're right. There was a special guest. I want to pose this question now to my man beside me who's always.
You want me?
Man, you always got a special answer.
Yeah, it's
I
true,
really
too.
I really want to hear what you think.
First I want to say, let's not forget that husband stepped out. Let's not give him a pass on this too. Now.
Wow.
That dude was reckless. Let me do that.
Yeah.
So let me
that's
look at
true.
you, America.
How
That's
about
true.
he didn't step out? He moved her in.
Right.
So,
He
know.
did.
But that was one of them. though.
He moved
That was
her
one
in.
of them. though. That was
I'm
one
gonna
of them.
leave my
though,
little
what?
man alone.
Yo, he
Then she
moved.
started talking about some
He was
other
Hey,
way
look.
out of back.
But-
So
but-
look,
It was got wild.
she was ratchet, but also he had to go out there and find that too, right? So, sir, hate you.
Hey, but But the fighting skill that she used, was she a kung fu master?
Right,
All she kept doing was throwing that leg out to the side,
right.
throwing that other leg out to the side.
Are people saying ratchet or what they doing? They saying ratchet or respect?
We just still getting a whole bunch of reckless, ratchet.
Come on, man. I mean, look, she was. Now, this what went through my mind. If we ready for me to ask the audience, because I think I'm the voice of the audience, right?
All right, well, go ahead, man. The voice of the audience, I give you that. Go ahead.
And
I'm not, but go ahead.
when she came on, she sounded mature.
Coy said respect.
Oh no,
okay.
he
Coy,
didn't.
what you talking about out
Coy,
there,
man?
Hey,
Shout out to Coy, man.
Shout out to Boxing Coy.
Hey, yo, Coy, one of our family here at WBGR. So all you WBGR people out there watching, make sure you tune in for Coy's show and check them out when they're at the MGM. Calling the
Trying to
boxing
go
back.
next time.
Yeah, Coy, I want to go next time.
Hear that, Lionel?
Coy said,
You conscious?
oh my God, Lionel's our station owner, one of the best dudes in the world. He out there listening to us now. But yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if he come up with 7 more tickets.
With some press passes, Lionel, can we get some press passes? Oh man, that is so funny. But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Nah, so look, I'm the voice of the audience, and when she came on, I was like, first of all, the voice threw me off a little bit.
Okay.
She sounded real mature.
Okay, mature. And you
She sounded spry. I'm like this wasn't no spring chicken.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey,
but
who gave you that clue?
and then like the voice just threw me off a little bit, right? So as the voice was going on, I'm looking around at y'all, and y'all was looking at me, and we all was thinking, I believe, what does this person look like, right? Because we didn't know who it was, still don't. So, and so what? So for me, the whole week as I'm preparing for this show,
Okay.
I'm like, what does this woman look like, right?
Here we go.
So I got visual aids.
Right.
Oh,
Here they go.
There he is. Doing what he do.
On this.
He doing what he do.
I always bring out the package.
Stay
Your
at FedEx
ad can
Go.
go right here. You want to sponsor these picks? But nah, let me see, right?
Which is great that you mentioned that, because
Yeah,
if you're out there and
man.
you'd like to sponsor our show, we'd be happy to announce your business or your service on the air in front of all our viewers. We got a lot of fans, a lot of people to see your business. Contact me at Stace the Speaker on any social media platform, especially Facebook.
So let me do this to the fans. Like, okay, what was going through your mind, right, when you heard this woman? Was it I'm gonna just ask, and you can hashtag or whatever, but was it Felicia?
Oh man,
Was it Felicia? Is this who you thought was on the
Can
phone?
I say?
Felicia ain't doing that.
Nah.
Can I say?
Felicia.
Please
Let's call her
don't even besmirch.
Right.
Oh no!
She will
Claire will never do that.
forever be
No.
perfect.
Claire would
So
never.
wait a
Give
minute.
me the picture.
Yo,
Take the
No.
picture down.
she will forever be perfect.
Right.
But okay, listen, I'm just asking for the audience, like, who was going through your mind when you heard this ratchety woman come on here
It definitely wasn't.
talking
Hey,
about it?
Wasn't-
Hey, look,
it
man.
wasn't
It wasn't clear, right? It wasn't clear. It wasn't clear. It wasn't clear.
That was not Claire.
Okay,
That's
it
not
wasn't
Claire
clear,
B when she
wasn't
danced
clear.
to the clip on the couch.
Was it Wheezy?
Weezy's voice gonna
Was
stop
it
him at
Weezy?
the door. There's only one man can deal with that voice. That's George.
So look, was it Wheezy that you was thinking about was on the phone?
Nah.
No.
Because it was a mature young, well, I won't say
Weezy
young, but
still had
older.
class though. Weezy
Still had class. Weezy still had class. So I got more. Was it? Well, if it wasn't Wheezy, who was you thinking about, Randy? If it wasn't Wheezy, was you thinking it was?
I'm thinking.
What about Lola?
No, man.
Lola Falana?
Lola Falana.
No, I'm thinking.
You know her? You know her?
Nah,
I wanted to. You got
definitely
Sandra
want
from
that.
227 in there. That's what I think.
Well, look, I just picked some random picks like that. Go ahead.
Mary.
You got it. Was it Lola? Is that who was on
Nah.
the phone when you was thinking in your mind, this woman? This is who I can picture. Lola, right? Wasn't Lola? What was it? Let me see who next.
Wait, somebody said, what do looks got to do with infidelity?
Nothing at all.
Everything.
Time
Nothing at all.
out. Wait a minute. Time out.
To me,
out.
nothing, but-
Pause. Time out. There are people who get in situations, and you look at that person, you look at the wife, or you look at the husband, and look at the other, and be like, what were you thinking? Like, dude had game if he was able to do that, or my man at home or the lady at home is not handling business. Because I have seen those kind of situations
Say word.
where the other
Yeah.
Is a other.
is
Got good personality.
you got a little Kong in the DNA, don't you? What is that? What is that? You got a little chimpanzee in there, don't you?
Oh wow!
I wasn't gonna go
I
through
done
crazy.
seen some
Now that's
ugly
crazy.
misters
That's
and
crazy.
mistresses.
That's
I've seen
Now
it.
you done. That's great. Now look, it's not about what the woman looked like, but when the person came on the phone, you have to try to imagine
Right,
who is
I
this
got you.
talking.
Right.
And she had that voice. She was mature. I'm just trying to help us out visualize, family. Listen to me. We don't care what she looked like, but this a part of the joke. So look. Look, if it wasn't Lola, right?
Okay, who we got?
Did you think it was this woman right here? OB?
Oh, it could have
OB
been.
Arthur?
Hey, look, B could have crawled up in there. She crawled up in that bed.
Wait, time out.
Hey,
Pause.
afraid
Are you
that
saying
was good.
that she's got all access ready? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, B. Arthur was something else. God rest your soul, man. Shout out to B. Hey, man.
Oh, he was like, "Thank you for being a friend."
Hey, she be like, "Come on, ma." I be like, "Yeah."
She called
Like,
you
"Come on, ma. Let me try some of that, ma."
Oh my god!
So,
we got?
so
Who we
Randy,
got?
that's disgusting.
if it wasn't B,
I'm
right?
sorry,
'Cause
I'm sorry.
I
I'm sorry.
can picture B on that phone, right, with that voice and saying the things that she was saying, right? Or if it wasn't B, let me see. Let me see who I got for y'all next. Oh no, I don't want.
Who we got? Who we
Was
got?
it Florida?
Was it Florida?
Oh, damn.
I appreciate Florida as a stand-up actress, right?
Yeah.
I never could
we come.
appreciate the veneer.
Oh,
Oh,
That just wasn't my speed.
Gotcha.
I appreciate her as an actress. Fine actress.
this is very true. I see where you go.
No, look, when Florida, let me tell you something. When Florida did the rent party, when they were singing, "There's oil in the burner." Come on, there's oil in the burner. Y'all remember that episode? And she was bad with Thelma. But you put it like this: you put her around Thelma, and you put her around Malone.
yeah, Malone,
Hey,
yeah.
she don't look that bad, especially at the rent party.
Wait a minute.
I don't think
I
she looked
promise
bad at
you.
all
I
anyway.
promise you, they push her down a couple notches.
Say word.
You don't look good by getting next to people that's beautiful.
Nah, not that one.
Hey, the rent party, she look alright, man. James, hey, look, James thought she looked good.
No, James
Hey,
was an
look.
actor. Randy, you in real life though. Florida look good. John Amos is not a real. He's a real dude, but James is. So,
I don't know, man.
Oh wow.
So I'm asking these questions, right? You guys sure you weren't thinking about these particular women in your mind as she was talking?
Jennifer said so gentle with the shade. I was like, I got
Hey, Jen, you right. We tried gentle with
Was
it.
it okay, Spence? If it wasn't Florida, right? Was it Pam? Was Pam on the
looking
other
in the mirror.
end of the phone? That's Pam Greer right there. Go ahead.
Pam.
Was it Pam?
Throw
Now
it
listen,
around, throw it around.
that's
Did you imagine it was Pam? Now I ain't bringing
that's
Pam.
not
Pam would've
that's
did it
not
like
Foxy
that.
Brown Coffee Pam.
She
No,
would've did
That's
it like that.
Jackie Brown
Yeah,
Pam.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Jackie
Like
Brown
that.
Pam was still alright.
But she was definitely older though.
She was. She
Let me
was.
tell you.
I mean, but she still was a nice looking woman. I
Yeah,
mean,
but that's what in my mind, that's what I kind of thought.
Get closer,
okay.
Okay. Who was it? So for me, it was none of those women, but I wanted to give the audience a visual because when you go back and listen to it, because I know y'all go back and listen to the shows.
Yeah.
Just picture these women in your mind that you hear this voice, this gristly voice, this mature soul, woman. For me though, this ratchet woman that we had on last week, hashtag ratchet.
Yeah, because that you.
This who she reminded me of,
Here we go.
right here.
Go with.
This was you
Go on.
breaking up them houses, girl. This was you.
Let me wait. You, babe.
Huh?
Hello.
This
Hey,
reminds
this
me
who
of
you
you,
thought-
babe.
Hey, this who you thought was
Stop it, bro.
This who was on the phone last
Oh
week,
my God.
breaking up them good people houses. What's wrong with you?
Wait, so
Oh
you
my
saying they was
God.
on the down low?
Hey,
Oh
because
my God, dude.
because she had limos offered to her, she had things being paid.
That's what she said, man.
And
Hey,
she
I'm gonna
was
tell you right
she was
now,
living a good life.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that ain't it.
Let me tell
She
you
was living
something.
the good life, man.
This what you look like in my mind, woman.
Wow.
Part of the Rat Pack.
Wow.
So
Hey,
my
look.
hashtag is ratchet.
Yours is ratchet.
Yeah.
Spence,
this
I
what
want,
you look
I
like?
want to.
That
Oh,
was the wrong way to
Randy, I
get-
want to hear from you. But I got somebody called in who actually wants to get their opinion.
Oh, okay.
This person got in contact with me, said they want to remain anonymous. I guess they
wow.
got some pretty strong things to say. But I'm gonna go through you two guys, and then we're gonna get that person on because I heard their opinion, and some of it was spot on, man. Some of it was spot on. But P, what you think? Hashtag ratchet or hashtag respect?
I don't even know if I can classify it as. I don't know what I heard last week. I was speechless. I was speechless. If you're new tonight and you're watching, and you're wondering what are we talking about, last week we had a caller that called in, and she confessed what. She confessed basically how she
Having an adulterous
affair.
Right.
And basically by doing so, she let herself just be exposed to what she did. And hearing it, I just couldn't just believe the conviction in doing, I guess you could say, wrong.
No remorse,
Yeah.
right?
It was like
remorse.
no remorse.
Yo, she was
You know,
on.
it's like sometimes you know, I don't know this from experience, but you know, I would think sometimes something would kick in and you'd be like, I shouldn't be doing this. It was the exact opposite. It was like, I'm all the mind. I gotta do what I gotta do.
At least it sounded that way on the phone.
On the phone,
during
but
the show.
no, we asked her. We said,
Yeah.
Stuart asked her. He said, you ain't never felt that way before? She like this, for what?
Yeah.
For what? And then I think you said, did you ever feel threatened? And that's when we had,
What
you
she
can't
said?
fade me.
You can't fade me, my nigga.
Wow.
That
I
was
think
crazy.
that might have gave away her age bracket right there. My nigga. that might have did. That might have did.
Spence, what'd you say, man?
Well, it's kind of hard always to be the last one because all the opinions have been shared.
Yeah,
But no,
yeah.
Got one.
I thought I was
Yeah.
good. No, I do. I got a little bit of both. I respect the fact that she was honest,
Right.
you know. But as far as the actions, clearly, yeah, there's some problems with that. And just like what Randy was saying in regards to the lack of remorse, you know, you wrecked some homes, you know.
Yeah.
So you know that aspect, yeah, that was definitely reckless. And
Yeah.
but I got a different definition of ratchet. You know, it's
What's
just
your
a little bit-
definition, Spence, of
I
ratchet?
couldn't really
Lord.
put it entirely into words, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit more of I'm doing it for show, and you know, it's just
Mm.
I don't think
Ah,
she did that
yeah,
for show
yeah,
because
yeah.
theoretically she didn't put
That's her
the
lifestyle.
person's name
I got
out.
you.
She did.
Any other people, it was just,
And you
know, this
gotta
is my story.
realize, right? You gotta realize, in defense of anybody who's a guest on the show, they remain anonymous so that they can be free and share their opinion.
Right.
And I think that, you know, when we have these conversations on the air, you on with the husbands. There's a level of performance, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When
right.
you on here. But we don't, I mean, we base it based on that interview. We know, or we heard what we heard. And I wonder that if in private, would the conversation be the same? Speaking of, well, we can get into it, but I want to bring this guest on.
Go ahead.
Now,
go ahead.
now this isn't the main guest. This is somebody who wanted to share ratchet or respect on the hotline.
Oh, they want to get their opinion.
Yeah, you want to get their opinion. Now, listen,
wow.
if you're watching now, make sure you share. Make sure you share and let people know what's going on and give their opinions. This is gonna be fun. I mean, we got about 35 more minutes of the show. We in for a wild ride. Also, before I get into that, on June 8th, I'm looking for 2 single females who will be interested in being on this show live in the studio to be with our love expert to be interviewed. So if you would like to do that, just contact me at Stace the Speaker on Facebook. You can direct message me or
Whoa.
any platform. Yeah, direct, it's cool. That's cool. Or any platform, any social media platform at Stace the Speaker. Message me directly. But now let's bring up
that's
this
gonna be a good
caller.
show. It's gonna be a good show.
My nigga.
For when
Oh wow.
Caller, you on with the husbands?
you on with the husbands? Hello, you there?
I'm here.
All right. Can we get her up a little bit? I can.
Yeah, on with the husbands.
So you wanted to
Can you
give
hear
us your opinion and tell us what you thought about the caller from last week. I heard a little bit of what you said, and I thought it was really interesting. And like I said, in a lot of ways, you were spot on based on the commentary. But the floor is yours. Tell us what you thought. Ratchet, hashtag
Okay.
ratchet, or hashtag respect.
It was totally ratchet.
Ooh,
And, you know, it was really ratchet. When she first came on, you know, she came on. First I thought she was joking. especially when she said that, if the woman came to her house with flip-flops on and so forth so on, as though she was the one that's being victimized. And, and then I'm trying to say, I know you guys only have 35 minutes, so I'm trying to wrap it up. Also, when she said that, when she brought these scriptures up, talking about, that how the Bible says that a woman should respect her husband. Now, if you telling us that a woman should respect her husband, then who are you? And then I just thought about it because, and if you want to quote scriptures, the Bible says an adulteress sits down, eats, and wipes her mouth and says, I've done nothing wrong. So
that was her
with
position
her,
too.
that, that's what I felt about her. She didn't realize that she was doing anything wrong. And then she is very mature because she's talking about stars. We don't even say stars anymore. We say celebrities. Okay? So I knew she was old. And then she's talking about Whitney Houston. She's been dead for how long?
This
how long has it been, since Whitney Houston had a hit? She's talking about she on the road with Whitney Houston's dentist. Come on now. That lets us know that you way above the bar. You way above the bar, but you old. And it's nothing like an old fool. And that's how I see her. And that's unfortunate to say. But it's nothing like an old fool that has no remorse, no repentance, and have the nerve to say that if I had a man that nobody would take him, well, baby, you reap what you sow.
Get it out.
So
Get it
who
out.
do you think you are that you think that you can have a man and then nobody will take him? But the thing is, you don't have a man. You probably never will get a man.
On the phone.
You're right. You don't have a man. You probably never will get a man. And if you did get a man, you'd probably be scared to death that somebody will take him because we only listen to what you're saying. But what you're saying is really not true. Because if it was true, because you say you've been in love once. Well, where is he? What happened to him?
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm going to close with this once again. Ma'am, if you're listening, like it says, since you want to quote the Bible, a woman sits down, eats, wipes her mouth, and says, I've done nothing wrong. And that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah,
Wow. Drop the mic. Hashtag drop the mic. Yo.
Hey, Sammy got dog on that one. Take that, Sammy.
Get the next one. Yo.
You getting dogged.
Not the only person that contacted me about giving their opinion.
Somebody else had an opinion about it?
Yes, man. Yes. There's another person who actually wants to give their opinion, but while Spence brings him in, I ran into somebody today. It's so amazing we doing this topic. Like I'm trying to cut this off this week. I met somebody today. I don't know. I don't think they've ever seen our show, but they just started talking to me about having an emotional affair.
Right.
And that's one of the things I wanted to get into in the last show, emotional affairs. And like, what constitutes an affair? What in people's minds constitutes an affair?
Right.
Is it the physical aspect? Is it kissing? What is it? You know what I'm saying? This person said she spoke as if she had an actual physical affair, but she took it that seriously. So for her, an emotional affair is just as dangerous or just as bad as having a physical affair. What do you think? Do you think, our emotional affairs and physical affairs are different? What would you say?
I mean, it's a disconnection. That's what we're really talking about. We're talking about a disconnection from your spouse. So from the standpoint of emotionally being disconnected and being connected to somebody else, or physically being connected to someone else and not being physically connected to your spouse. So what you're giving in both situations is time. You're giving somebody else's time to a stranger. And that's my investment. I'm expecting return on that.
Get it, Willie.
And so from that standpoint, there is absolutely no difference in my book.
Wow.
No difference.
What would you say, bro?
I would say they're the same, man, because I figure one always leads to another, really.
Yeah,
because if you get physical, you start to get invested emotionally.
That's true.
And you start out emotionally, and it always most of the time it turns physical.
It's like you planting seeds for something
exactly.
physical.
Listen, Yvette wants to make it known that she thinks that we are not hitting home that the guy was wrong as well. She is really She's basically saying
that was the first thing that was said.
That's a good.
Well, Yvette, we actually made that point that the guy in the situation was
No,
wrong.
Yvette is right.
Well, we did because
I'm saying she's right, but we said that.
yeah, we did. We did say that. And Yvette, I don't know how many episodes
we'll say
you
it
watched.
again, though.
Yeah,
we
absolutely. We'll say it again.
He was wrong.
He was wrong.
He was
Yvette.
wrong, Yvette.
He ain't off the hook. He wrong.
Yvette.
He ain't wrong. In fact,
I told you we were gonna talk about it.
we opened this series up talking to a man first,
Right.
Who admitted that he was wrong. In fact, that was the whole basis of his conversation, was what he did. He didn't bring his wife into it or what she did or didn't do at all. So in no way are we trying to ostracize the woman or make her look like the evildoer.
Yeah.
No, it takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying?
And so from that standpoint, from the first caller,
right there.
his situation started emotionally because he started sharing intimate things while he was on his work date. Remember, that's what he called it?
Right.
Yeah.
And so from that standpoint, that emotion became physical, like Rhol said. And so I think that's why they're both equally damaging.
Oh yeah.
You know,
But you remember Stewart's picture that
I
you
gotta
brought
say
up?
my piece, man.
Okay, go ahead. Peace.
go ahead.
Look, emotional for me is the worst. I don't know if I'll be able to deal with emotional. Let me explain why, right?
Go ahead.
The mind gonna be the last thing to go, right? Right, it's gonna be the last thing. Like physically, the body gonna break down, or maybe some tragic accident or something like that, where the body can't function properly, right?
Yeah.
But if there is somebody, or my significant other is in a relationship with somebody that's making them cry and laugh, dude, I'm thinking about it right now. It's hurting me right now to think that
Don't do it.
that's
Don't do it.
hurt.
Don't cry.
Hey,
Don't
I can
cry.
cry on this.
Okay, my bad.
In
But-
front of all these people?
I know.
Of course, in front of all these people.
Even our fans in South Africa, we love you.
Yeah, even our fans in South Africa,
we
because
gotta wrap it
physically,
up.
physically things. Yeah, emotionally, man.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That's the last thing that could go. That brain.
Yeah, man.
You know,
it's definitely that's
Especially,
deep.
especially when you're talking about your wife.
Yeah.
If my wife is crying on somebody's shoulder,
Ooh,
I'm gonna be
dude,
sure
why
to
you gotta say
shoot
that?
that,
That image, don't-
shoulder. Dog. I'm gonna shoot that shoulder.
You jive. You know what, man?
Stacy.
I know you a long time. You
cannot-
jive violent
Nah,
when it
you
comes
can't
to this
say that.
subject.
When it comes to my wife, man,
You jive violent.
Because
You're a
you-
little
you gotta be
ignorant.
mad,
Premeditated.
You say, but
I
you're
ain't
ignorant when
Stacy
it comes
the
to
speaker.
this.
Gotta be mad,
I'm
dog.
Stacy the sleeper.
I,
That's where I'm finna
Let him
put
know,
you.
man.
well, I took a couple.
So if you
classes
work anywhere in the
You
Northern
can't-
Virginia
don't
area,
say
and you
that.
see,
Oh wow.
because it's premeditated.
it's
But what-
premeditated.
Are the people
I
saying
meditate
emotional?
on it all the time, bro.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, man, I ain't listen.
What the people saying? Are they saying emotional or
Ruth
physical?
says men will always make a reason to cheat. He has to change that about himself. Nothing you can do about that. I mean,
Huh?
I don't know. Ruth, what you talking about, girl?
Well, look, I saw her make a comment. Corey made a comment and said, "What does the wife have to do to keep her man from straying?" Ruth's answer was, "Beat his A word."
Oh wow.
Up.
Hey,
Wow.
I think Ruth just wants it to be equal
What-
amongst everybody.
what- what
if you cheat, hey, you're wrong. I think if you cheat, you cheat.
What I would say
Man
to
or
Ruth
woman.
is that if somebody wants to cheat, they're gonna cheat,
True that.
and that's just the fact of the matter.
True
know what I'm
that.
saying? Sometimes some dudes make it. It takes less for them to do it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes a lot for him to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's still his responsibility. He chose to do it.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be.
That's true, man.
So, but I
That's
don't
true.
think it's anything that to say that all men aren't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But if he wants to do it, he's going to do it regardless. You
Right.
can have a wife doing everything and he can still do it. And you can have a wife doing nothing and he's still going to do it anyway.
Bro,
You know
what
I'm
Bro
saying?
was saying is, if you looking for it, you will find it.
Pretty much.
That's
There's
yeah,
some-
you gonna find it.
But I
There's
don't
some
thi- I
cats
don't-
that. Oh, go ahead, Willie.
No.
Oh, thank you, brother. No, there's some cats that I know, male and female, go into the marriage, enter into that covenant, already knowing that they're going to cheat. They have every intention of cheating.
Those people
They're
as
just
well.
doing it because it's the what they
Right.
see
Yeah.
as
Socially
the right thing
acceptable
to,
to
do
get
now.
married.
Like, yeah, let's go ahead and get married, have some kids, but at the same time, I might have my own thing going on the side. So, yeah, a lot of them.
That's interesting. And you brought in something I think is a great segue to our main guest. Our main guest tonight, and you can go ahead and bring her in. Our main guest tonight is in a situation, was in a situation where she got into an adulterous affair and she was married. And the interesting part, well, there's a most interesting part to this story, and I'd like for her to tell that story. But she wound up leaving her husband for the other guy. And as I was listening to this story, I realized the gravity of these types of situations. You know, last week if you were watching the show, it could have seemed like we were having fun with it, promoting that type of behavior. But there's a lot of collateral damage when it comes to getting into an adulterous affair. And that's something that I am and the rest of the husband, we all are serious about our relationships. And, you know, we bring this to you in order to present different sides and different ways of looking at this issue to help you to avoid this issue, to avoid falling into this, because there's a lot of damage that comes from this. And I think when you hear this story, you'll sort of hear how heavy this can actually be. Carl, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. You're on with the husband.
Yeah, thank you.
Listen, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for giving us your time and actually coming on here to share and letting people hear your story. And I just want to give you the floor. Go ahead and just tell us your story. Tell us about the situation, how it happened, you know, how it all ended up.
Well, it started the way most adulterous situations do. In a work environment, you know, being around someone every day. He actually had a business and I was a client, and I probably saw him about 5 to 6 days a week.
Wow.
And it just kind of went from there. We actually were just friends. I came there strictly for business. I wasn't looking for anything. He didn't appear to be either. He was engaged. I was married. We were just friends. And the time went on, and he asked me to go out and hang out one night, and I said, okay, sure. And knowing, you know, going into it that I wasn't really that happy at home, that I really didn't have any business going out with another man, and I wasn't going to tell my husband that's what I was doing, so I knew I was wrong, but I wanted to go. So we went out, and it was, I have to say, one of the best first dates I ever had in my life. I was blown away. You know, we connected on so many levels. We had continuous conversation. It all felt natural. It was like hanging out with an old friend, and, you know, we were just really getting to know each other on this personal level. So we started this relationship, and, you know, the thing about it that was bad was we had, his fiance was around frequently, and she started to kind of pick up on things, because the thing about having a relationship outside of yours is you think that no one can tell that you guys are doing something. You think you're really hiding it, but you're not. And then when you have, like, I'll say a particular type of connection, you can't hide chemistry. It's prevalent to everyone, and you think you're hiding it, but she picked up on it and, you know, just kind of started noticing things more. And as time went on, you know, we had the audacity to do things around each other's families, like bring our families around each other, which was, you know, crazy.
Wow.
We went out of town on vacation together.
While you were still married, you were bringing each other's families together?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nah, man,
yeah.
that's wrong. Come on.
Good night.
Wow.
Yes.
Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
we did. We had events together. We had parties. I mean, we did things as though we were both in happy relationships, but we were actually in a happy relationship with each other. So, you know, as time went on, people started figuring out what was going on, and, you know, the whispers and all those things start. And she finally just got fed up after 3 years of us doing this, which is, you know, crazy in itself. And she had kids, I had a child, and she called my husband and told him that she knew for sure that we were having an affair. And once I found that out, I just decided that was my moment to bolt. You know, I said, that's it. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. So the best thing for me to do is to leave. So I packed my stuff that day, and I left. And I never went back.
Was it difficult for you to leave at that point, or?
No, it wasn't difficult to leave. I think it was just more or less of the whirlwind of it happening so fast, and I wasn't really aware of, okay, how is this going to pan out? I just knew I couldn't stay, which is something that I knew I should have been doing long ago. But I was taking a selfish and cowardly approach to it because I was benefiting from it.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to keep my home life because it was comfortable, but I still wanted to have fun. So I was having the best of both worlds, literally.
I'm sorry, Carla. Just for clarity, you said that you bolted. You left your family, your husband, and your kids.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
So something ain't right about that, because that don't seem natural that a woman would leave that security like that, just totally drop that security of her family and be like, I'm out, I'm gone with somebody who's actually in a relationship. Like that. Oh man, something going on here.
Yeah. It was very cold. It was, but I somewhere in my mind I thought that I was actually at that point doing my husband a favor so that he can go and be happy with somebody else, because I wasn't going to be the person to be able to make him happy. So I saw it as an opportunity to leave.
So are you with the person now?
Well, let her finish the story.
Oh, my bad.
Let her go through. you gotta jump in the head.
Was the sex that good?
You know what, man? I'm just playing.
Get to the point.
Was the physical part that good?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Was the sex that good?
The thing of it is, it wasn't just about the sex. It was about the friendship.
You know what? Can you talk about? Please expound on that. You said it was about the friendship, because one thing that I want to get at, people are asking questions. What can the husband do to keep the wife around? And in this case, the wife left. So what could a husband do to keep a wife around? What is it that in that you mentioned the friendship? What exactly was it? About the friendship. You said it was the best first date you ever had. Like, it really sounds like emotionally it was very fulfilling. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. It was totally emotionally fulfilling to have someone that, I'm having conversation with, that I felt like I could be myself no matter what, and they still accepted me for whatever it was that I was saying, what I was doing, and they tried to make me a better person. And after all the things that had transpired, I didn't realize as a person how selfish I really was, just not in this situation, but just selfish, period. And being with them, it really helped bring that to the light for me. And I was like, wow, I can't believe that I've been this person. Never mind I'm doing what I'm doing at the time, but I'm still realizing that I haven't been, the best person that I could be. So emotionally, it was fulfilling. I went through some hardships during the time that we were friends. 2 years into our friendship or relationship, I lost my job, I lost my mother, and I lost my house, all within the same year.
Wow.
So emotionally, he was a good crutch.
Was he also did you trash talk or talk negatively about your current situation to your other guy?
He had the inside track. She with him all the time, right? She was telling him all the stuff that he was probably using back.
Yeah, but was he?
I
think that's the question. I don't know.
Time out. He broke the walls down, man.
We don't know. We weren't there. That's why I'm so happy to have this guest to tell us. Right, so what was the initial question? You saying was
he also that ear to listen to the kind of voice or vent about?
Did you complain about your husband too?
Right. Were you bad mouthing your husband to your other guy?
Of course I complained about my husband. I mean, everything can't be great at home if I'm doing this. I sound crazy, but I don't really believe in, people, home wreckers. I just feel like for an outside force to come in and take over.
That's
like that.
That's an interesting point.
Well, broken or just flawed?
Flawed, I think both.
Okay, I'll go with flawed. You're right. Yeah. You're right. Flawed, because I was selfish. So, from the outside looking in, it would look like I had everything that I needed and wanted, but I wasn't, emotionally and I guess mentally satisfied.
So how long were you married before you met the other guy?
About 10 years.
10
Wow.
years.
Oh, man.
How many kids are there?
I have one, and he has 3.
So now that is something about that 10-year mark, man. Like Debrina Jackson Gandy, the love coach who was on with us, she said it was about the 10-year mark that some things happened and it got hard. But go ahead.
So you say 10 years. So at what point did you feel like your marriage had kind of hit a wall, or you started to have those feelings, or wasn't feeling it that much?